Hello everybody and welcome to the 2020 Wuhu Open Table Tennis Finals.
That's right, everybody. Today I'm here with Ian in the booth, and today we have an amazing match between Ian and Luke. We're going to go head-to-head in some table tennis.
We're going to be heading right into match number 1 here. Luke is going to start to serve. It will be a rather even match here, as both players were just about the same seed coming into this event. Luke just barely higher than Ian.
And Ian does hit it a little bit to the right of Luke, making it out of bounds. So that will be unfortunate for Ian. That'll put him one down, but nothing he can't recover from.
Luke's still serving here. Ian down just one. Should not be a problem for him. He would have definitely liked to get that first point, but he gains it right back now as Luke hits it out of bounds. Ian now up to serve. Very fast pace we see coming into here, and that causes Ian to make a bad play and hit it rather far left.
Ian's still here with the serve. Again, going very fast pace. Ian barely gets that shot up. And it does miss him just by a little bit, giving Luke that extra point.
3-1 now the score in favor of Luke. Just a 6-point match, so every point here really does matter. Luke back up with the serve.
And Luke does shoot that a little bit to the right, giving Ian that point.
Now 3-2. Ian starting to make his comeback here. He really needs to start it early, that way Luke doesn't get too comfortable with too big of a lead.
Luke does have that serve again, and it's starting off pretty fast pace.
Very back and forth, although Ian putting it back towards the left side, putting that to Luke's weak side. So that is good, and just too fast for Luke to react. It does end up getting past him, and Ian ties at 3-3. Ian now with the serve. Nice play there by Ian. He's really able to hammer that into Luke's right corner. He is not able to get back in time to make that play. Ian serving again, very high this time.
Luke does get an amazing stance, and that does push Ian way far right, so he cannot recover and get that back.
Luke just did exactly what Ian had done to him the play prior. Really some incredible vengeance there. Ian now playing a risky game, playing on the edge of the table there. He's being pushed rather far outside, and he is not able to come back and recover from that one. The score now 5-4 in favor of Luke. This will be match point for Luke.
For the win!
Luke up to serve again. Hopefully he can get this point and get match one in the bag for him. Oh, but he does aim a little bit far to the right, giving Ian that point.
Put an unfortunate amount of spin there on the ping pong ball. Just pushing it really far to the right, how it cut through the wind. Ian now with an incredibly high serve. Struggling to serve. Not what you expect to see on this level of professional play. But he does eventually get it going. And he hits it very far left, out of bounds, giving Luke the point up now, and it will be match point for Luke yet again. Luke now to serve, very fast paced. Both players playing very aggressive at this point, trying to stay alive in this game, but Luke does end up taking game number 1 with a nice play, just very far to his right. Ian just not able to get back in time.
Moving on into match number 2, it appears as though Luke is up to serve again, so hopefully he can make something happen with that.
If Luke is able to secure some early game points, he will really start to make Ian panic, and he will start making some bad plays. He is really pushing Ian out of his comfort zone, very far out, and it does look like, yes, he will be able to take an early point here over Ian.
Luke up to serve again. Very low serve there, pushing Ian to the left a little bit. Hopefully he can... Ooh, but he does get a no bounce there, giving Ian that point.
All tied now because Luke was not able to wait long enough for the ball to bounce there. Ian now struggling again with this serve. He does eventually get it off, and a very fast-paced play here, causing Luke to make a bad move, hitting that off the board to his right. giving Ian the point up. Now 2-1 in favor of Ian. Ian up to serve one more time. A lower serve. Oh, and Luke, an early play right onto the ground to the right of Ian, giving Ian the 3-1 advantage going into this match. Very good stance for Ian to be taking this early in this match if he is able to, if he is looking to stay alive.
Luke does end up getting that point after pushing Ian to the right, and he just couldn't recover from such a fast ball coming to the left of him.
A little recap of that volley there. Just incredibly fast plays from both sides. Something that both players are looking to bring to the table. Although Ian now taking the 4-2 lead after Luke fails to hit it, and it does end up hitting the ground. Just a whiff there. Is able to get back in time to hit it off the ground. Ian now with the serve.
And Luke just wails it right off the side of the table. Honestly, not what you want to see if he wants to stay alive in this game. That's going to push Ian to that match point, so hopefully he can come back from that.
Very tight and aggressive play right in the beginning, as you can see, very incredibly back and forth, and Ian just giving that a little too much power does end up hitting it off the table and giving Luke that point.
But Ian is still match point, so hopefully he'll be able to do something with that, and it is very fast paced to begin with.
And yet again, just incredibly fast paced. Both these players really fighting for it. Oh, and Luke does take yet another point. Ian's still at match point here, but he needs to start making some big plays if he is to win this game and eventually the tournament.
Oh, and there goes Luke, just whacking it right off the table, giving the game to Ian. Not what you want to see going into game number 3.
It will be interesting to see how both players play now in game number 3. Moving into game number 3 now, both players really fighting for their lives here. Whoever does win this will move on and advance to round number 2 of 3, eventually playing for our $5,000 prize pool here on Wuhu Island. At this point, I would say it really could be anyone's game, although it does look like Luke will take the first point in match 3. What do you think about the odds of both players in this match?
Both of them are very evenly matched. I think if both of them are on their A game, they can really push through and get something that they want. Oh, but Ian does kind of choke there. He gets a no bounce. Not what you want to see, giving Luke that 2-point advantage.
Very soon into that second volley, Luke scoring not what Ian wanted to see there. Although Luke taking the 3rd point in this match as well. Ian really needing to step up and score some points here if he is to continue to do well here.
Luke starting off with the serve, and Ian just hits it way right at the table, and it's not looking good for him, giving Luke that 4-0 advantage.
Luke coming into this volley with 4 points on Ian. Ian has got to be panicking at this point, although he does take an easy point. Luke not allowing that bounce on his side of the table there. He will serve again, struggling with the serve a little bit, but does eventually get it out. Ian with some quick reaction time there to not hit that ball, as it did not bounce anywhere. Very well done on Ian's part. He is slowly making his comeback, and now he takes the serve. Very fast back and forth, and Ian playing rather far back, I would think. Although he does take a 3rd point here, really coming back and showing Luke what he is capable of at this point. He will serve again. Moving into this next volley, it will be match point for Luke. When you only play to 6, every point really matters, so let's see if Luke is able to secure this victory and move on in our tournament, and he does. Luke is able to defeat Ian in this 6-point match here in game 3 of 3. Luke takes 2 of them, and he will advance to play our next contender. Congratulations to Luke on advancing in the Wuhu Open Table Tennis Tournament. We will be sure to bring you all the exciting coverage for the next round against Luke and whoever his competitor is, so stay tuned for that, and thank you so much for tuning in today.
So I hope you guys stuck with me until the end of the video, because I have a really big announcement. From now on, you're going to see my name as Gleam from all of the content I post. If you like this name, let me know. I think this change is going to help me grow as a content creator, and I hope you guys stick through it with me. I also want to thank you guys for the awesome response on my Disc Golf Part 2 video. It was my most viewed video on the channel at the time of recording with 250 views. I'm really glad you guys liked it, and we're going to make more content like that. And that's it. Gleam on.